Good evening, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry for this inconvenience. For some reason, my mic and my camera was blocked, so I had to figure it out. What's up, beautiful ladies, wonderful gents? We got a little interesting topic. We got part two. We following this hip hop series. We following the industry series of you reap what you sow. We talk about parents. We talk about these parents who put out music, put out words, put out videos, put out movies, just put out various things. And then when their children pick up the devil's mouth and the devil's torch and start using it against the parents throw their hands up and they say, "Hey, it's in God's hands." So we doing another series. We saw about Ti yesterday. How was your day today? I'm not just gonna jump so deeply into it so quick. How was your day, folks? We had a wonderful, beautiful sky. We had a wonderful day. The skies were blue. The birds was out. Kids felt good. You heard the music. It just felt differently. And, late night, I'm hearing the helicopters fly over the heads. You know what I'm saying? Because the kids are out. The kids are acting up. The kids are having fun. The kids are up to no good because of whatever it is, whether it's the music, whether it's the people they're following, the trends they want to lay, the paths they want to go down. Who knows? But the helicopter's out. I've been hearing the ambulance and the fire and the police for like the last 10 minutes. The helicopters was out for like the last 15 to 20 minutes. And like we say, you reap what you sow. And that's all because of there's a demonic entity that's beyond the music industry itself. You know what I'm saying? It's just what's governing the world. And so they want the musicians to go this direction. So all the industry record labels they had to, and I say the industry record labels because a lot of independent labels and a lot of underground labels back in days they was really trying to stay away from it. But this is the industry, man. The industry will suck you up like a vacuum, just to make sure that it can make you consume what it wants you to consume and be what it wants you to be. And so it took a whole lot of these young individuals, these artists, and they next thing you know, these artists became puppets for the industry, and they began start putting out like murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? They start putting out just little subliminal messages in the music. You know what I'm saying? Increase the murder rate. You know what I'm saying? Increase the murder rate. I'm gonna pause for that 1 second. I remember. I don't know who it was, but I think it was Diddy and them Bad Boys. Increase the murder rate. Increase the murder rate. So they was luring you into the consciousness of murder, 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 kill, 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 murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. The evils. You know what I'm saying? All of our 90s musicians, all of our 90s rappers, you know what I'm saying? They was the major keys for the black community. They was the major keys to the door to open up for the black community to go down these paths for them to really become part of this society that they want us to be. They want us to be a murder society. They want us to be a killing society. They want us to be a beast society. And that's the society that we are in now. We are in the beast mode and savage mode. And that's because of the agenda that they had. And so many of these musicians, these young musicians came out there and they wanted to be part of the industry. They wanted to be superstars so bad that they will sell their children's soul before they even knew their unborn child would be born. They were selling their children's soul because the industry already knows. It's like, yo, we want your babies. You know what I'm saying? We want your loin, we want your estrogen, we want your testosterone, we want your DNA. We want your children to mimic exactly what we got you doing. And if your children don't do it, and if you don't do it, then we're gonna have your kids in another way, in some type of form. We're gonna box them into some type of way. We're gonna box them in the corner, some type of way where they will be in the spotlight for something. And what is that something that you want your child to be in the spotlight of? And that's where we at. So this is part two. We was talking about T.I. and his little reckless little child running around and causing a ruck, causing all this ruckus for no reason. The boy could be doing so much great things, but the boy choose to be rah 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 and part of that, that dumbfounded crew. That crew who's all about that 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 life. And when you say that life, what life we talk about, folks? I hate when people be like, that life, he's about that life. You about that life, or you about that life. And so when we be like, yo, you about that life, what up, Slew? Slew, how you do, man? You know when people be like, yo, Slew, yo, you about that life, son? You know what I'm saying? You about that life? What life they talking about? Yo, you about that life? Or they talk about that murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. That money, power, and sex. I mean, money, power, respect. Because that's all it really was. It was probably money, power, and sex. You know what I'm saying? But when you have your children raised on that, and you know that was your way of getting paid, and you couldn't have an album without having at least 3 to 4 songs that was focused on various topics, whether it was sex, whether it was drugs, whether it was alcohol, and whether it was killing and killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live no more. You know what I'm saying? And then when you have Eminem coming in, it was all over. God knows how many people done killed themselves, tried to kill themselves with drugs. And then you have these babies. Hey, you know what? I think the next series is gonna be Eminem. Now think about it. The next series might be Eminem and his daughter. We're gonna have to check into that. I have to do a little investigating. But with this 50 Cent, we're gonna go to the beginning. My laptop ain't working right now. I wanted to pull up some videos. I'm very upset. Very upset right now. My laptop not working. It's just sitting there. I'm upset right now. Cause I was trying to figure out what's up with my laptop. Because I wanted to pull up the videos and everything. I wanted to really go in because I've done seen some videos on 50 and his son, Marquis. And I remember way back, when 50 was having the problems with his baby mom, I wasn't really the one who always wanted to be in the gossip and stuff like that. So I'm not going to really be all into it right now. But obviously, it was, the fact that they met young, they known each other young. 50 blew up, still had the love for the girl, but 50 blew up. Now 50's in that, he's about that life. He's in that life. He's about that life. You know what I'm saying? About that life. And so now he's about that life. And so his wife that he talked, that was there from the beginning, his wife, you know what I'm saying? That girl that you say, yo, I'm gonna marry you. I love you. I love you, baby. That first love, that love way back in the beginning before everything rocks. You know what I'm saying? She gets pregnant and she like, I got him. And he's like, yo, you ain't got me, baby. I'm gonna give you this money and that's that. And then they found the way to just, you know what I'm saying, just humiliate him and put him on blast. And he found ways to just humiliate himself. But I'm gonna tell you, honest God, truth, I'm going to side a little bit with 50. I'm gonna give him a little bit more because I know 50 be trying because 50 his baby mom's living well, she was living in Long Island. One of his children moms was living in Long Island, right off the highway. One nice little big old house, and it's not like he don't do for the kids. It's not like he wasn't trying to do for the kids. It's never like the man was never trying to do for the boys. Everything he did, you know what I'm saying, it was for the children. He made sure he took care of his kids, but it's just that triflingness, that life, that hateful world, that drama world. And then when you're a son, you're being raised by your mama and she about that life. You know, that raising hell drama shit, you know what I'm saying? Always want to be in the spotlight type shit because you don't really have no path for yourself. You don't really have a direction. So therefore you're gonna put this man, you're gonna try and destroy him. Okay, I feel you. Maybe if he wasn't slinging his cock all over the place and shit like that, maybe he would have a chance. But when you about that life, you know what I'm saying? When you about that life, yeah, you gotta swing some. You gotta swing the dangling. You got to, cause it's that life. So that's why I want y'all to answer that question. When you say, you know, you about that life, what do they mean? But about that life is about that life, that trife life. You know what I'm saying? And so many of these kids are being raised on that trife life. And so the sad thing about 50 Cent's son, you know, he actually really wasn't raised up with 50. He was raised up with his mom's. And so he has a big chip on his shoulder. He's like he carrying his mom's anger, his mom's pain, his mad mom's frustration. And by him carrying that load, it's like they cause a feud amongst the son and the father. And now the feud amongst the son and the father is like if you don't honor your father, if you don't honor your parents, you know what I'm saying? Basically, your fruits, but your seeds will basically mimic you. And so, you know what I mean? 50 was about that life as a young kid. His mom's died. His pops was I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? Grew up with his grandparents. He didn't have much respect for a lot of shit. He was about that life. And so what you expect his son to have? Respect for him? And that's where we at right now. I know 50 had his one. I know 50 had one of his sons playing football. You know what I'm saying? He had him on the football team. One of the boys that was living in Brooklyn. He had him on the football team. I don't know if it was Marquis because how many years ago? This about 4 years ago. Four couldn't have been Marquis 4 years ago because Marquis is about 21, 22. Yeah, it couldn't have been Marquis. It was one of the other sons, I guess. And so he's active. You know what I'm saying? I seen him at the football games. I see him. He part of the you know, the football organization. He helps out. I know he'd be in the hood here and there, you know, giving out some turkeys and shit like that. I know he'd be doing little things, but any and everybody can do that. But when it comes to your family and the family values, that's a real touchy situation. And then when your children flip on you, damn, I really wish I can go to the video. Well, let me give you a story. One of the situations that, you know, 50 is about that business world too. He's about that life of being a businessman. And because he's about that life of being a businessman, he's not. I've been around a lot of individual men. And one thing about being a real man, you just don't give. You don't give because you're a man. And as a man, you're a teacher. See, it's God and it's man. And man learns from God. And when man learns from God, he must teach godly. And so when you as a man, you start teaching, you know, that's the most important part, becoming a teacher. And as a man, it's very important for you to raise up these boys and teach them something. So 50, he's trying to show his son something because, yo, dude, man, you as you was born with a silver spoon. You was born me with vitamin water, yo. You was born with me, get rich or die. You was born in the world of like, yo, you have no struggle, and all you have to do is various things and do right and love your honor thy father. So, the boy he finally maxed out on the child support. He's 18 years of age. After all the years of his moms and them battling and just fighting each other. Now the boy's not getting the child support no more. But yet, and still 50, still trying to be a father and trying to help his son out. But when you just privileged and you're ungrateful and you come from a seed that don't value life at the highest level that it should value life, you're going to reap what you sow. So your son's going to give you hell on all levels, especially because he grew up with a mother that was actually scorned. A mother who's scorned you, and if her son or her child or daughter is following her lead, you a dead motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? They're going to really bury you. And it's either you bail out or you just live to die. You're just living every day, just preparing to die. And yeah, we all gonna die, But when you already know that your family is trying to kill you, that's a whole different ball game. When your family don't care nothing about your way you feel, and they do any and everything to stress you out, that's murder. And so many people murder their family with that, and they know what they're doing. They know that this is killing them. But 50, you talk about the guns, you talk about the drugs, you talk about the chicks, you talk about the street life, you talk that talk, yo. You're making all these movies, you're making all these shows. It's about that life, it's about that hate life. So what you really expect your son to love you, my dude? You really expect your son to have that type of unconditional love when all you do is preach and you teach hate? Excuse me, folks. I don't want my potatoes to get cold. They're already cold. How many people know of songs of 50 that he wrote inspirational songs? What name one inspirational song that he wrote? Inspirational song that he wrote to his the love of his life. Inspirational song that he wrote to his children. Inspirational song that he writes to the children in the community. We give Nas a couple of passes because he do try, but Nas with that Uchi Wally Wally, yo, that shit was doo doo. Uchi Wally Wally was doo doo. You know what I'm saying? And we put these words in the atmosphere. Forgive me, folks. Let me knock this down real quick. And these are topics that is very touchy because it touches home. And when you have topics that touch home, it's hard to converse about these topics. And the reason why it's hard, because you have to look at yourself. All the parents that's out there that's fighting and battling their children, fighting and battling, all the fathers and mothers that's battling one another. And now your kids is looking at you and having hate for you. This is something that we need to talk about. That's why I said we need that parent community association. Not the PTA, but we need the PCA. We need the parent community association because with the parent community association, people with leg issues can really come together and become stronger parents, and we can start a parenting club. And all heads is needed. Good parents and bad parents, because good parents got to show bad parents how to be better parents. And you all have to be willing to learn from another. Even good parents got to learn from the bad parents shit not to do. Like take a Xanax, while your baby's wide awake. I knew this one girl, I don't know what Xanax was, but she said she took a Xanax and she woke up, her baby was laid out sleeping in the kitty litter. Not once, but maybe like every night, every other day, her baby sleeps in the kitty litter. Do you know how nasty that is? But yet and still, this woman, she goes get $150, $200 weeds every other month, every other week. You know what I'm saying? Hair all the way down to her kneecaps, all sorts of colors. And then she's taking pills and falling asleep, not working hard, not working at all. Taking privilege because her father had made some money and he was just giving her privilege. No respect, and then she lost respect for him, so he just became a little money come up, where she go get her hair done, and take the girls out, get them something cute, and then she pop a Xanax, and the kids be in the house, and she fades off, and the baby girl's sitting up, one in the bed, and the other one's sleeping in the kitty litter. Fresh cat shit, fresh cat piss, and all. But mommy's not on top of her game because mommy is doing what she do. And so that's why I say this is a tough topic to talk about, a tough topic to talk about, because there's so many of you out there that doing your thing. You about that life, and it's just sad that we lose a family because of this shit. We lose a family because we went into sex, and when I'm saying unprotected, I didn't even talk about unprotected. We went to sex unprotected, meaning that we didn't even protect ourselves for the future of bringing in this child with two parents who really wasn't committed to each other, two people who wasn't committed to each other, who became parents. You were just two people first, then you became parents because you have this child, but it don't make you a parent because you have a child. Honestly, honestly, I think we're gonna have to stop giving credit to we have to stop giving the parent credit to those people who's not what we would consider parent. Like if I wish I could go to the phone. Matter of fact, damn, where my dictionary at? I normally have a dictionary or a thesaurus right around here handy, so I can jump on it for a word. But I want to just look up the word parent. What is a parent according to Webster? What is a parent? Because there's a lot of people out there think that because you have a baby, you think that you're a parent. But because you have a baby, that just makes you a mommy. It makes you a daddy. But what makes you a parent? I love words. Mommy's a word, daddy's a word, which not really even words. But mommy's his own entity, daddy's his own entity, and parent is another subject. Think I lie? I'm not gonna lie. I used to let this sit underneath my bed. So like when I be on talking to ladies and like talking to females, I would grab my book and pull out the words because you know what I'm saying. They always wanted to talk, and so we talk. And I was like, "Yo, we gotta use the words correctly. We gotta know what we're saying. Let's not just say words." So we're gonna look at parent. This is a thesaurus. It's not in the dictionary though. My vision's hurting me. Let me see. I gotta put this down sideways for 1 second. This is very important. Even though this is a thesaurus, I can't even see the words. I can't see the words. They're so damn tiny. And the lighting in my room sucks. And I got old man eyes now. You know they probably like 25, 25. They're not 20, 20 anymore. Should be looking good. Parent. Let's see. P-A-R. Very important. I mean, I know I'm taking a lot of time on this shit, but I just want to know what the word means. Or like I said, this is the thesaurus, so hopefully we even have it in there. What's another word for parent? This piece of shit, the thesaurus don't even have the word parent in there. I wish I had my dictionary, but I don't know where it's at. This piece of crap thesaurus don't even have the word parent in there. Do you want to know why they don't have parent in there? They don't have parent in there. It doesn't have parent because we don't have many parents in the world. And then family. We have to realize what family really is. Family isn't just because you have a brother and a sister and a mother and a father and y'all have no love for one another. That don't make you a family. That means that you have a brother, sister, mother, and father. What makes you a family is when you are together and whole. So a lot of people be told about family, but if your family is dysfunctional, that's just you have siblings. And once we can understand these words, then we can start moving towards what we want. And that's why I want these artists to know that your words is all this is the way you get paid. The words is the way you make your living. And if you're not channeling your words and writing your words in the right and proper perspective, you're putting out the wrong energy. And the wrong energy that you're putting out there, you will reap what you sow. And when your kids turn on you, because I know that we in my household, we didn't give our father the 100% capacity of respect and love that he was supposed to get. We gave it to him to high numbers, to high ages. High ages. I ain't talking about young ages like, oh, I'm 15. No, I'm talking about like 30s. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm talking about old age. But yet and still, it was more that we could have done as decent, good kids. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You have to decide whether you're going to be a decent, good kid and you're going to travel the right path, or if you're just going to be reaping what the people sow and you're just going to be the grim reaper, and you're just going to bring havoc and hell to your parents. And so many kids don't even know what they really do, but that's what you do. You bring havoc and hell to your mother and your father. And then they go to work with this pain and this stress and this aggravation. And then they misplace their anger on other people, misplace anger because of kids that they can't control, that don't have no love for them, they don't have no respect. And that's why I said this is a touchy topic, because there are so many people that's living in that world right now, and you know it. You're trying to find respect with your child. You're trying to get your child to respect you. Your child respects other things more than they respect you. They love other things more than they love you. You love other things more than you love your parents, even at this old age. And so where we at? So 50 Cent, the businessman that he is, I lost some weight, folks. Time me coming out, I lost my arms, lost it, lost my chest, lost it. But I'm gonna get it back. Haven't done the push up in like a month. See what the discipline when you see this is what I'm saying. When you a slave, you do great things. When you locked up, you do great things. When you get free, you spend a lot of time on idle things, wasting time, doing things productive, but then wasting more time. But when you locked up, all you got is time. After being 100% bored, you just want something to do. So I'm pretty embarrassed that all this time me being free, me being able to go to Planet Fitness, me being go to any gym I want, me being able to do push-ups and work out anywhere I want. I ain't do one in the whole month. And that's all because of the training and condition that we do in ourselves. And that's what I'm saying. We must have the right words in us, right words for motivation. I don't have the right words in me. I don't have the right energy in me. And it's me now losing motivation. And the same thing with these kids that we bring. We have to bring the right energy for these kids to be motivated so they can be productive. Otherwise, we're going to give them tools just so they can go back out there and play video games all day and then hit you up for $150, $200 sneakers. We can't say $100 sneakers no more. You pay $100 sneakers, they be like, what are those? $100 sneakers, nigga. What are those? These kids are so queer. And going back to 50 Cent, queer ass son, this dude sitting on his ass. I want to know what job. What was his first job? I want to know what was that boy's first job. I want to know what that boy do. I want to know if that boy makes apps. I want to know if that boy graduated from high school. I want to know if that boy went to college. I want to know if that boy is writing a book. I want to know if that boy's in the studio trying to become a rapper. I want to know if that kid is buying stocks. But I know this much: his father came across a store in Harlem, and the store was going out of business, and so he bought the merchandise. And then, I wish I had somebody give me the merchandise to a store with all this apparel and shit. And so he had mad sneakers. Let's say he had like 200 sneakers, 300 sneakers. And he said, "Yo, son, I got a little gig for you. I got something that you can come up with. You know what I'm saying? And you can learn business. You can be your boss. You can start, growing. And I'm gonna help you with the shit. I'm gonna get you started. And the more I see you into it, I'm gonna make it happen for you." This boy told mom. Mom says, "Yo, this is what we should do. We should do this. We should do this." That's not what dad said. Dad put the money up. Dad called with the idea. Dad gave the blueprint. Dad gave the motivation. Mom switched everything up. And because this kid growing up with mom, this is the way he wants it to be. No, nigga, that's not the way it's supposed to be. The way mom wants it to be, you're going to have bills. You're going to go in debt. She's talking about getting a boutique. Dad got this shit at the dirt low cost, nigga. See, growing up in the 90s, you learn that whole street about that life. You learn. At least we learn. Dumb niggas who didn't know math knew grams and ounces, quarters, pounds. They knew the metric system because that life. All y'all dumb mother freaking kids nowadays, y'all don't know nothing. You just want to be about show. Now you get a boutique. Now you got to be at that boutique faithfully for you to sell your merchandise. You have to open up the boutique. You have to have somebody sitting there. You have to pay somebody. Now you're going in debt on something that was a giveaway. But because you didn't listen to the father who listens to the creator, you listen to the mother. This is a topic that we must touch. That's the reason why I think T.I. son's all fucked up. All these boys growing up fatherless with one person they call a parent. With one parent, which means you don't have a real family. Sorry, folks. This is where it's at right now. And if we don't really have this talk in our community, especially in the black race, if we in the black community, if we don't have this conversation, you're doomed. This is the real talk that must be talked so that you can understand we can break these ancestral curses. Do you think that being a single mother and being mad at your baby father is what is the norm? You think that that's what it's supposed to be? Do y'all really think that we supposed to have hate as opposed to love? The devil tricked us very well. Do you think that we supposed to have fear over man or love for man? The devil's a liar. And as long as we keep following these lying tricks, we're gonna keep producing children who just form a seed of lies and deceit, and ain't gonna have love for you. So dad tells the boy, "Yo, I got all this merchandise for you. I'm gonna give it to you. You're gonna hire somebody to run your website. You're gonna do this shit online. You're gonna sell the merchandise real fast online. You're gonna make this paper. I'm gonna show you something." I'm gonna show y'all something. This is not even staged, yo. I hope I have it with me. I hope I have it with me. Okay. Please go have it. Please go have it. Come on, son. Okay, here you go. Is that it? No? Oh, hell no. Where my magazine at? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Now, when I was, it was only 2 little measly months, but that 2 months is way too long. Okay. So when they had me caged up, one of the dudes, he came out his cell, you know, saying, and he had about like a stack of magazines like this. He said, just threw them down, said, "Yo, take magazine folks, anything y'all want, just take it." Trying to, clear up my room. So he's trying to clear his cell. So, I'm looking at the magazine, so I took this one. I took this magazine right here. I took this magazine right here. And I took this magazine right here. See that right here? Covering something just because. I took this magazine right here. This is not a shoe. Okay? This is not a shoe, you stupid black folks, okay? I remember, I'm saying that again. This is not a shoe, you stupid black folks. Don't think this is a shoe. See, the stupid black folk would think this is a shoe. But the smart black man and black woman will know that this is beyond a shoe. Now, okay? So 50 Cent tried to put his son onto something. The shoe game. He got it at the dirt low. Got it on street value. Bought a few hundreds of them shits. Say, yo, I'm about to stack you up, nigga. Put you on the block. You're going to go on the internet. You're going to make this money. Free money. And we're going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. You're going to blow. Show you again. Okay. This is not a shoe. What is it? It's an asset. Back when I was in high school, this was 1990 something. 1991, 92. Yeah. Mr. Robbins, my economics teacher, racist dude, put his foot on. I told you this story before. He put his foot up on my desk because I sat in the front, sat right in front of him, face to face, because I didn't want him to disrespect me the way he did me in the last class I had. He failed me, my government class, because I wasn't in the seat. So I sat right in front of his ass. Nigga, you ain't going to not know I'm not in my seat now, nigga. What you going to do? I'm going to sit right in front of you. So I was sitting right in front of the teacher. Now, I don't do that shit. I normally sit in the back. But I was pissed off that I got this teacher. I had the one term, then I get him next term, and he failed me. So I'm sitting right in front of him, like sitting right here. He's right there, like where my face is, and I'm right here. And he put his foot up on my desk. Skinny dude, too. The problem with you people is you go and you buy your Nike, your Air Jordans, 1991, your $100 sneakers, and you could take that same $100 and invest into a stock. Leave that stock right now. Don't touch it. And when you're 30, you have 80 grand. But no, you're not going to do that. All you're going to do is look for the next $100 Nike and Air Jordan sneakers. He basically said, you stupid niggas den. March 1st, 2021. Remember, that was my economics teacher. 1991. 30 years later. 30 fucking years later. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. He said the problem with you people is you take your $100, you go buy your little Nike, your Air Jordans, but you could take that same $100, you can invest in stock, and in 30 years, or by the time you're 30, That'll be worth $80,000 if you don't even touch it. This is not a shoe. Pay attention to the little stories I give you. They like biblical parables. If you want to save your nation, pay attention. 50 was on something. He was on to something. He tried to put his son onto something, but his son is holding onto his mother's nipple still in his mouth. A boutique. Open up a boutique, a shop. Nigga, you not responsible enough to even clean up your room. And you talk about, oh, you want to open up a shop that you what? You going to sit up in the shop every day? You going to work that shop every day? You going to open up the door? No, we going to go online. You going to sell all these sneakers 1, 2, 3. You 50 Cent son. But they don't get it. Why would you want to go and open up a shop and be paying rent when you can sit here at your thing, your keyboard, scroll over, it's shipped. I shipped over 100 sneakers just now. What is wrong with these people? Because they are having so much anger and animosity, they would do any and everything to go away from them. That's why I'm saying it's very important for you to really have, at the beginning, establish respect from your child, If you don't have respect for your child, or should I say, if your child don't have respect for you, by the time that child's 5, you will never ever get respect from that child. Beach, oh yeah, my lord, where you been? Yeah, dude, man, that's why I was gone for a little bit, man. You know, I ain't really want to put it out there, but it is what it is. You know me, I roar with it. Yeah, I got locked up for some dumb shit, and had for 2 months, 2.5 2 months, took me away, and it was stupid. It hurt, but it was just stupid. And the bottom line is that, you know what I'm saying, it even messed up my court case because I missed the court. But it's still pending. I'm waiting for the judge, to see what if she's gonna pursue with it. But it made me miss my court date with this dude Umar. Yeah, Vici got arrested because I had a warrant because I was driving. Yep, I ain't stressing it, but yeah, that's what happened, man. Thanks for asking. Thanks for the concern. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm supposed to be dealing with the situation to this day. I'm not gonna lie. Black man rise, original rebel. Fuck them. I'm supposed to be on probation. Fuck that. I ain't thinking about that right now, yo. I'm not thinking about their probation. I'm not thinking about their court. I'm not thinking about New York City. I'm not thinking about none of that. My focus right now is doing this work, getting the work done, and start moving forward. That's going backwards, and that's their dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie. Yo, what makes me even more upset is that I'm getting probation. I'm getting locked up. I'm being treated like shit because of their lawyers, not my. They give me a defense lawyer. That's not my lawyer. That's their defense lawyer. That's their defense lawyer to defend them against me, defend themselves, protect themselves against me. So this lawyer is designed to make me just be a yes man to whatever these people say they're going to put forth for me. I'm like, defend, okay, yo, defend me. We looking for the plea. We looking for with the offer, dude. That's not defense. Looking, you sitting here and just let me know what they're offering me is not defending me. I was a person aggrieved. I was sitting in my car. The police came to my car. Had no cause. I was not. I was not driving. The car was off. I was eating Taco Bell. The cops had no reason to go in my car. Had no reason to search me. Had no reason to be in my car at all. I was a person aggrieved. They found something. They used it against me. I was a person aggrieved. And my lawyer didn't even use that against me. Didn't use those words. See, those words is what the court would respect. He was a homeless person aggrieved. He was a homeless person. He was living in his vehicle. He was homeless. He was living in a place that is not habitable for normal people. And then he was a person who was aggrieved. And they didn't even defend it. And when I said that to him, he said, "Oh, come on, man. You already, oh, I use words that you know now." He said, "Come on, man. You already know that you already plead guilty to it." I was like, "No, but defend me." He said, "I can't." Oh, you can't. Well, I ain't coming back for this shit. Yeah, they got me for three years probation. Fuck them. 3 years, I'll probably be dead. Got asteroids falling out the sky, rockets hitting asteroids. No, this shit is real, folks. So no, we don't worry about that. V. Chad T, what's up, man? I'm glad to see you on deck. For everybody who's just popping in, we talking about touchy topic. I mean, this is a touchy topic, and it takes a person like me to talk on it. But this is a very important because I'm looking for us to create our parent community association because we need parents to come together. We need parents to really come together so we can fight our children. We can fight the children's adversaries. We can fight the children's friends. We can fight these demons that's trying to possess our kids. And we also can fight the demons that's trying to possess us as well. It's important for people to really start coming together and facing the fact that we in a spiritual warfare. And so right now we talking about these hip hop artists and what they reap and they're gonna reap what they sow because all what they put out there, they done infested, intoxicated, poisoned millions. I ain't talking about like 1 million. I'm talking about tens and tens of millions of people, hundreds of millions of people. In the last 30 years of music, in the last 30 years of music itself has corrupted hundreds of millions of people, have killed tens of millions of people. And now that these artists have their children, they don't know what to do. And so that's what we talk about. And then we then have to look in the mirror and look at ourselves and say, am I that person? Was I following this trend? Was I running around chasing coochie too much? Was I chasing money so much? Was I resisting and fighting against love? Was I lusting? Did I produce this? Did I make this seed? And is it going to really bite me in the ass? And that's where we at right now. 50 Cent's son don't like him. 50 Cent don't even love his son no more. The question was asked, do you love your son? He said, I used to. I used to love my son. He's a grown man now. How can you love something that don't even love you back? He's like having mad excuses. Like he want pity party, pity party, pity party. No spit coming out neither. Pity party, no spit. How many people can do that? Pity party without spitting all over the place. This nigga want a pity party. No, you need to be a man and freaking handle this shit. Yo, he talk about he's taking pictures posing with the son of the man who allegedly tried to kill me. I'm like, shit, what's that about? You want me dead? Well, maybe you need to sit down with him and talk. Maybe you really need to, you know what I'm saying, get gangster with it and talk with this little nigga. Maybe he needs to learn the hard way because you playing with fire. This has been going on for some time, and if y'all don't have love for each other now, look at all those movies. Look at the movie Gladiator. Well, look at that movie Gladiator when he passed it on. He passed the torch down to I forgot the dude named Gladiator, Russell Crowe name in that movie, but the king wanted to give it to him. He wanted to give it to his knight. He didn't want to give it to his son. He didn't want to give the power to his son. And his son killed him for that shit. How many sons murdered and killed their fathers? 50, you think that you don't think that you can get it? You don't think that your son can get an offer from these Illuminatis? You don't think your son can get the offer of his life to take you out? If it's like that, bro, you really need to handle some business ASAP if you about that life. And I want y'all to understand, it don't matter what it is, if it's your mother, if it's your father, or if it's your children. Don't ever think that a demon can't possess them. Don't never, ever, ever think that they couldn't like spark something in their heart that they can take you out. Because I guarantee you, there's probably been more murders and killings from family members than anything in the world. That's deep right there. I bet you there's been more deaths caused by family members than anything else in the world. I mean, if you really look at death by murder, death by killings, I believe in my heart. Because when you look at animals, you know what I'm saying? You look at the dogs, they be siblings that really be fighting each other. When you look at the first fight you had, it was probably with your sibling. The first argument you had was with your sibling. Those rivalries go on. Can you imagine the 1800s? Can you imagine the 1700s? Can you just imagine? Look at Cain and Abel, the so-called first death on this planet, or murder committed on this planet. Cain and brother. So you don't think that your child can have it in their heart to take you out? Let's reverse the role. Look at Marvin Gaye. His father killed him. Marvin Gaye's father killed him. I remember sitting. We was getting ready to go to school when that shit popped off. I don't know if we made it to school. My mom was just so hurt. We listened to it on the radio. That just became a death holiday. That instantly, like Marvin Gaye dead. What? His father killed him. What? This is real. And this is what's going on a consistent basis. And that's why it's important for us to really, as parents, really as family, really as mother and father and brother and sister, to realize that if you don't have love and respect, there's nothing there. And either you got to work on it, or you got to get up out the situation. And there's nothing that you can do, because if it's not love and respect, the devil's there. If you have a family and there's no love and respect, that's a home for the devil. If you have a family and there's no love and respect, that's a household where the demonic entity lives. Like I say, this is touchy topics, man. This is what we have to. This is breaking ancestral curses. The only way to break them is you got to talk about them, pray on them, and pray against them and fight it. And we talk about 50 Cent, and like I said, I really wanted to pull up the videos, man. This shit is hurting me. I wanted to pull the videos up. I come up here and my laptop ain't working. It's not working. Yesterday, my hot dog machine. I bought a brand new hot dog machine years ago. I bought it, never used it. And in 2 days of using it, this shit just went. My phone yesterday, I had no sound. I couldn't talk. I couldn't hear nobody. There was no sound for the whole day. And now I come to my laptop, and this shit's not working. It's like I said, it's a spiritual warfare. So it's trying to break the motivation, trying to break the spirit, all the other stuff. But once you know what's happening, you just look and be like, whatever. And in my case, you just go blow it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll deal with you tomorrow because you already know what it is. It's a distraction trying to take you off your focus and to get you so distracted that you don't want to do things no more. So when you see these things coming about, you just slide to the left, slide to the right. That's all you gotta do. And a lot of times, like I say, be your children, be your family, be the children family. And I ain't giving no 50 Cent saying he's like an innocent individual. I'm saying that you reap what you sow. And your son is a demonic child. Your son is a demonic soul. Your son is an agent for Lucifer. And I don't know him for a hole in the wall. But that child who don't honor their father or their mother is a problem child. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a seed of love. He wasn't because they would be. He wasn't a seed. He was a seed of lust, and he was a seed of the riches of the fame. What Illuminati give him, and that's the scary part because these kids, these kids. Just imagine, you know how they show you like the hip hop artists. They show you like all the faces and put it on the Source magazine, some shit like that. Just imagine they show you all the kids of the hip hop artists. Like niggas got like 8 kids, 6 kids, 7 kids. If we were to see the kids of these artists, we would see Satan. We would see the devil. We would say, yo, damn. We might see a couple of beautiful individuals. We might see a couple of innocent saints. We might see some angels. We might see a few, but that's probably only going to be like 3%. It won't be no 50%. It'll be 3%. Like I say, you got artists who got like 6 kids. Out of those 6 kids, 4 of them is fucking rodents. It won't be no high percentage of beautiful kids because if it was the case, they'd be in the spotlight more. You'll be hearing about them more. You'll be seeing about more. But they got to keep them out the spotlight because they doing such horrific shit. Otherwise, they'd be in the spotlight like Ice Cube's son. See, Ice Cube falls into the 3%. Ice Cube did better. I won't say great because I don't know, but Ice Cube did better parenting than most. You see it in the fruit. You see it from the tree. You see it from the vines. You see it from the roots. You see it from his child. That's what I'm talking about. What he produced. You see it from the seed. You see it from him. You see it. Like another person, like this is not a hip hop artist, but you take the person like The Rock. You know what I'm saying? His father, Rocky, I forgot his father. His name was Rocky something. Used to watch him wrestle all the time back in the days. He was exciting. Him and Tony Atlas. It was big dude. You know what I'm saying? He was black. Rock been around men in underwear forever. Rock definitely fruity. But yet still Rock been under he was underneath his father. So he walked his father's shoes. So therefore he's he's a mirror of his father. Good parenting. In a way. So, like I say, this touch home for a lot of folks because there's a lot of people out there who's in broken homes. The majority of you folks on these internet waves, not really married. The majority of you folks, we not married. We single. We in the tradition of the lust. We not traditional people of walking down that path and doing the right thing. Or what's the right thing? Well, saying doing the thing which makes you a family. We single. We out here. Do it make us bad? It don't make us good. And once we can look in the mirror and say, "I want to be better," then that's the change that we focus on. But like hating or making excuses, no, that's keeping you in a certain level. trying to sugarcoat shit, trying to justify shit. No, let's keep you on a certain level. And that's what I'm trying to say. These industry people, they want justification. They want to start blaming on society, not knowing that you are part of you were the number one blame. You the musician. You the musician. You are the artist. You painted the picture. And like I say, it touches home. I'm so sorry, folks, but this is what we got to talk about. We need the parent community association, because with the parent community association, you can start saving your sons and daughters, y'all. Because the musicians not gonna do it. The R&B singers ain't gonna do it. There's no more real R&B women. You got nothing but strippers and dancers on the microphones. You got nothing but strippers and dancers on the microphones, screaming some lustful words. So it's gonna take you and I to make the change. It's gonna take you and I. All right. I'm gonna talk to somebody today. I'm gonna drop the link. Let's have a little discussion on this topic. What do you think about what I was saying about? Hold on, let me go back. What do you think about? Is it guest? Yeah, guest. Invite. What do you think about 50 Cent's son not listening to his father and going with his mom's advice of opening up a boutique? You know what I'm saying? I want to talk. I want to talk about that. Opening up a boutique. Do you think opening up a boutique would be the best thing for 50 Cent son, or getting rid of blowing out all those sneakers online and just blowing them out? I mean, blowing them out. Finding somebody who, you know what I'm saying, you can design artwork on them shits. Blow them out. You know what I'm saying? He bought the sneakers at $40 a pop. The dude could be selling them 120, getting $80 a sneaker. That's more than 50 getting at a show. You get $80 sneaker. That's more than your pops getting a show. You get rid of freaking a quick 2,000 of them shits. You get rid of 200 of them. You got $16,000. Take that, buy more stuff. After a few flips, then if you decide that you want to get a boutique, then you get a boutique. But you don't go get the boutique just because you think, oh, well, dad got the money. That's that corny shit. Dad got the money, so why your father can't open up a shop for you? Why you got to sell it online? That's the devil. Oh, he being too cheap. That's the devil. Planting seeds in this boy's head. No, he being smart. He's cutting costs. He's making this shit damn near 100% profit. Why he can't open up a boutique, Curtis? Because he wasn't thinking about this shit, and that's not what we want. So, does anybody who would like to chop it up and have a little conversation about this topic right here? You know, so even if it's your own personal situation, you would like to talk about, you know, saying something that you've been going through with your child, you know, saying your boy, your girl, you know, saying since, you know, you and your lady not together, or you and your man not together. If you like to share a story, because it's very important for us to really start breaking the curses. And one of the curses that we also have is now holding things in and not talking about our personal life and our situations. And that's why we have so much inside stress. That's why so many people losing their hair. That's why a lot of women are real thin around here, yo. Real thin. A lot of women thin right here. Mad thin. Because we holding stuff, we internalize stuff, we stressing out. We think we gotta be doing this shit by ourselves. But like Mike said, you are not alone. I am here with you. You know what I'm saying? You're not alone, folks. We're not alone. There's too many billions of people for us to be alone. And that's why we need the parent community association, because with parents in the community coming together, associating with another, we can grow and we can fight the demon in our children. That's the way you fight the power. Like I say, if there's anybody who'd like to chop it up with me for a little bit, I would love to talk about this. I would like to go more in depth. I would like to know, I would like for us to really, go into the next artist. Like I say, the next artist, I'm looking at, I'm kind of looking you know what, I'm going to leave Eminem alone for a second because he's not of this community right now, to be honest. I ain't even going for that. He's of the hip hop community, but he's of the hip hop community of a different race. And I'm really just want to focus. I'm black right now. I want to focus a little bit on this black race right now, because Eminem is a different world, because he's a different type of poison. So he's a different type of poison. He needs his own weak segment, because the breakdown of him and what he did and the corruption that he did, you would think, and that's why they call him the rap god, because he saved himself. Okay, Baphomet, all the above. You know what I'm saying? So to talk about him, we would need to break it down on many different levels, because we talk about him with issues with women, him with issues with his mother, which is a woman, and issue with his daughter, which is a woman, his baby mom, it's a lot of major issues. And so we will be touching on a whole lot with Eminem. And you reap what you sow. I wonder what type of relationship him and his daughter really have. I gotta look into it, but like I said, I'm not really the one who really be into people's lives like that. But this is what I would like to talk about, because in order for us to rise up, we have to know what we're rising from. And we must rise from these ancestral curses. That's the number one thing we gotta rise from. Ancestral curses. Continual trends that our ancestors did that's not good, that's not really positive, that's not uplifting, that's not moving us forward. It's like hindering us. So many people is holding on to these ancestral curses that they don't even know that you are destroying your future. You destroying your great grandchildren because the seeds that you're bestowing. It gotta be at least one person that would like to talk about this topic, because I could definitely keep going. I could keep going, but I'm gonna end it soon, just because I was looking in my eyes and I was seeing I'm getting bags and shit like that. I'm not getting the right sleep. I'm not getting the right sleep. When they had me incarcerated, they would turn the lights off by 11 o'clock. No, the TV goes off at 11, the lights is off at like 11:30, 11:45. Lights out. And I'm trying to already be asleep. So all this staying up 12, 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30, and especially if there's no money involved, or if there's no woman involved, it don't make no sense. If it's just me staying up and hurting my eyes looking at this damn phone, and now I look at words and the words are blurry, that's retarded. But that's what I'm saying. We do things as retarded, then our children do things as retarded, and then we not understand that they found your trend. And then who are you to correct them? Yo, these young people's out of control. Who are you? Who am I to say anything to you? So when you have a child that you didn't correct when they was a baby, and now all of a sudden they a young adult, and they want to show you that they don't have no respect for you, because that's the only thing that can hurt you, because you got everything else in the world. You got everything else in the world except for my respect, nigga. Oh, they gonna run with that. You got this, you got that, but you don't got my love, nigga. So you gotta throw the nigga at the end, because that's the hate. You got everything. You can do anything. You can buy anything, but you can't buy this coochie, nigga. Well, I already did. Well, you can't have it no more, nigga. That's the spitefulness, trying to hurt someone. And then to be bitter and just go back and forth, some pity pat. And that's what be going on. And the kids be watching, and the kids decide which side they're gonna choose. And when you have a boy and he chooses the mother's side, and then he's found the mother's ways, you're gonna have a problem as a man from your son. Hopefully, 50 Cent son don't be going to jail or getting in that unnecessary trauma and trouble where he gotta get cuffs on him like T.I.'s son. But T.I.'s son is very embarrassing because T.I.'s son has a mother who did her thing and laid down a foundation, economic foundation. Then he has a father that just went rampage with it. So it's like no reason for this freaking little freaking pink hair wearing kid to be running around like the asshole he is. But like I say, if they were to show the top, if they would show, if they would show 200 hip hop artists and their children, you would probably not even the artists themselves, but if they would show 200 hip hop artists' children, all their kids, you would probably think that you're looking at hell itself. You would probably think you're looking directly at the eternal fires of hell. You would probably, how many tattoos you think that would be? I mean, I know y'all love your tats, right? Yeah, I know you do. How many tattoos you think that would be from all the hip hop artists' children? How much ink you think is all up in these in the veins and in the blood and system of all these children? Y'all need to investigate and find out about the science behind that, altering your DNA with that ink. You're altering your DNA with that ink. Folks, I don't know that though, because you wasn't taught this shit. And then if you was being learned that you didn't want to learn because you don't want to learn certain things because it takes you out your comfort zone of what you want to do. Find out about that science of tattoos though. There's a lot of science behind tattoos. Yeah, you can say tribes do this and that. Yeah, you can. You can say it. But like I say, find out the science on that shit. When you're not recognized no more. You're not recognizable. Not just because your skin's not recognizable, but your DNA not recognizable no more. You block your guard cells. All right, folks. When you get tattoos, you block your guard cells in you. You clog up your guard cells. And I guarantee you nobody will tell you that. Okay? It's just deep. It's real deep. See what happened when Mike Tyson threw that big old tat in his face and said about his warrior, all that shit. Nah, he was losing. He was lost at that time. Hated himself. Hated to look at the person in the mirror. Shit's real, folks, and your children will follow. We might switch over. We might switch over. I might do Bobby Brown. I know Bobby Brown. He did some rapping, right? Ow, he did some rapping. But this is about the culture. This is about the culture. I'm just talking about the hip hop artists, but this is about the culture itself. I might touch Bobby Brown because that's a real great one. We might be on Bobby Brown, Whitney, and Bobby. You know, Bob. What's his little baby name? Bobby, his baby girl, because she died the same way, and all she knew was that life. So Bobby, you reap what you sow, homeboy. You reap what you sow. No pity party here, kid. No pity party. It's your prerogative, right, nigga? It's your prerogative. It's mine. It's mine. It's my. Prerogative. It's my prerogative. Remember that shit? It was his prerogative. Bust the nut, have the baby, and now look, you reap what you sow. The one that you bust the nut in, because it was your prerogative, you wasn't being the father, you wasn't following the creator. You want to do what you want to do. It's your life. You live it how you want to live it. Oh yeah, we're gonna break down Bobby Brown because those words, my prerogative. How many people you think was corrupted by my prerogative? Didn't know what prerogative was until Bobby Brown came. Didn't know what that word was until Bobby Brown came to make my prerogative. Oh, it's my prerogative. Spell it. I don't know, but it's my prerogative. Yeah, folks. So we gonna touch the series. It's not just gonna be one time. We're gonna stay on this right here because this is my league. This is my area. Black men rise. Our youth. In order for us to say about youth, we as adults must recognize our faults, our problems, and solve them. We're going to Kwanzaa real soon. We must have the 7 principles in our soul if we're gonna fight out the demons in our kids. I love it. I did an hour and 16 minutes. I can, keep going, but if we're not gonna have a little bit more interaction, shout out to Vici, shout out to Slew, Chad T. Thanks y'all for tapping in. Thanks for the comment. Thanks for had a little concern. Thanks for just recognizing Don. It's an honor. It's a great privilege always to be here. You know, like I said, I'm working on something real big. I'm looking to do this. It's not. I'm not going to call it a Halloween event, but it's going to be a dedication to our fallen soldiers. It's going to be a dedication to our ancestor party. We're going to do something this month. I only want to cap it as Halloween. We're going to do something this month in dedication to our ancestors. We're going to honor them, and we're going to ask for their support in our travels of rising up and becoming strong. We're going to ask for their blessings. We're going to pray for their blessings. Okay? But we're going to do an event. We also going to give honor to them. We're going to show love. And we're going to prepare for our Black History, our Kwanzaa and Black History Month event. So that's what we're prepping for. A lot of things going on. Like I said, got to convince the boss man over at the spot on various things. That's where we at. So, Icy Don in the house. Icy Don about to tap out. I'm just so depressed that let's see if this laptop coming up because I really want to show this video. But my cursor is not on the screen. I can't see my cursor. Shit's crazy. Freaking crazy. Turbo boost technology. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't have a cursor on the screen. It's just frozen. It's just straight frozen. Okay, is it working now? The last time I was on, I was searching what happened to the '90s R&B. Yeah, it's gone. The '90s R&B was corrupt. Okay, it's coming back. Okay, we're waking up. It's waking up. All right. It's still not working. Fuck it. So it's a great honor and privilege always to be here with you folks. Tapping in. Dawn is back. Dawn is going hard. We still ass, but yet still we definitely got to rise because in order for us to wake up, we have to know we're sleeping. If you don't know you're sleeping, then you're already dead. You know what I'm saying? It's time to wake up, folks. And the only way that you're going to save your kids is by saving yourself. And the way you save yourself is by waking up to the reality that we have an issue. We have a crisis. As long as you stay asleep, you killing yourself. You're committing suicide. So Black man rides, original rebel. Icy Dawn in the house. I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna do another live, like I told you, on Bobby Brown. Okay, systems up. Come on, laptop. I'm gonna touch Bobby Brown and others, and we're gonna start. I think I'm gonna put together a collage. I'm gonna try and put together a collage of these industry children. You know, they try to hide them for it. They try to keep these kids away from us. But it's now time to start finding out who these kids are, what they really about, what life they about. I know there's a lot of these industry kids who's probably doing a lot of street shit, who's probably doing a lot of drugs. You know, it's probably definitely a sad situation. But with 50 Cent and his son, that's a feud that we've been keeping eyes on for a very long time. It's a 20-some-year feud that's been going on. It's like a 20-year feud, and it's not going to be. It don't look like it's going to be a good outcome of that. It do not look like it's going to be a good outcome. I'm not going to lie. You better pray for 50 because that boy, his son, the way he's moving, the way he's talking, and the way he don't have love and respect. Shit, he probably could set his pops up on some other shit, some robbery heist, which can lead into murder. So 50, hold your head up, be safe, but yet and still, stop putting that demon shit out there, homeboy. Stop serving the devil. It's Icy Dawn in the house. Thank you for your listening ear. What time is it? 10:13. Yeah. Thank you for your listening ear, your support. For everybody who tuned in, tapped in on the timeline. Salute to you guys. We're gonna do another live. What's today? Thursday. Saturday. I'm gonna do a Saturday. I think I'm gonna try and get this laptop up. Hopefully, we're gonna touch Bobby Brown. We're gonna touch Bobby and Whitney. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go into a little story too. We're gonna go into them. We're gonna just check out the legacy and little Bobby. What's her name? Bobby what? Whatever her name was. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find out what she was about. What was she doing with her life? How was she making her income? Was she just living off of what type of income she had? What was she doing? She was drug dealing. You understand what I'm saying? Remember the story. Remember the story. Her boyfriend was drug dealer, right? If we was to really find out and look into the lives of all these industry kids, I'm telling you, we would be ashamed of ourselves. Black people really, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's time for us to be ashamed of ourselves. And that shame that we have should be enough for us to conjure up enough energy for us to know it's time to whoop our own asses. It's time for us to whoop our ass. It's time for pow pow. It's time to whoop your ass. Icy Dawn is out. Black man rides, original rebel. Wake up, beat yourself, slap yourself, and then fuck your kids up if they act up. Peace.